Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to continue my sampling series. Here today I have Juicy Couture, Dirty English for Men. So Juicy Couture, Juicy Couture, I'm not even sure how to say it. Juicy Couture is this 2000s brand, Paris Hilton tracksuit kind of vibe. They have all these tacky looking bottles, but they are actually pretty popular. Um, I think oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry, I think I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. So they have all these um, tacky looking bottles, including this one. Uh, but there is something about them that's just so joyful and fun and a little bit tacky, but people still like them. And I was also kind of um, mm, drawn to this fragrance bottle, like the Dirty English bottle. Like it looks tacky. It has this cheap cap that looks like it's made of chains, but it's just probably plastic. It has this deep red color juice. The sticker on the front. I don't know. It looks kind of tacky, but I just like the way it looks. It's so there is something about it that is just fun for me. I don't know. Anyway, so I was very curious because I saw some reviews that this Dirty English is a good fragrance, and I saw that the same person who I bought all these decants from, he was selling decants of Dirty English, and I just pulled the trigger and bought, well, only 2.5 mls. I wasn't too brave to buy 5 ml, even though it was very cheap. I thought I'm just gonna test it out, so I'm gonna talk about this today. Let me just spray it first. When it dries down, I'm gonna tell you the notes first. So it has a ton of notes. It has oud, it has leather, cedar, cypress, mandarin orange, ebony wood, sandalwood, musk, vetiver, cardamom, oak moss, carrot seeds, bergamot, and marjoram. So that's a lot of notes. The opening, right away you get a spicy mandarin orange with some cedar. It's a light woodiness. It's pretty fresh from the mandarin orange. As I said in my last video, I'm not a huge fan of like woody spicy fragrances that they kind of try to make the opening a fruity freshness, but I have to say here it works pretty well. I think the mandarin orange is kind of a good note to make this freshness happen because it's pretty aromatic and it goes well with spices. Like if you think about like the Christmas spices and orange, it kind of blends together nicely. So in this case, it works pretty well. It's a little bit generic smelling in the opening, like typical designer opening scent, but it's actually nice. Like I enjoy even the opening. With some of these cheaper fragrances, what I notice is that the opening can smell pretty cheap and then the dry down is great. But here I actually enjoy the opening too. So yeah, when it dries down, I tested it earlier. It stays a little bit fresh. It's not a dark wood, but the woodiness, the spiciness, the cardamom, like even this note breakdown, they don't really give you like opening, middle, base. They just list all these notes, and I'm sure they are all in there, but it's blended pretty well, so you don't really get the individual notes. It does have a strong cedar like backbone, which I'm not a huge fan of cedar in general, but this with the spices is kind of like a deeper cedar, a little bit spicier, a little bit sweet from the fruits, and that kind of almost shower jelly freshness stays throughout the fragrance. Now it's not a very long lasting fragrance. You have to overspray it or respray it to last. it smells a little bit, no, not a little bit. It smells kind of generic in that genre of designer fragrances, but the quality is actually nice. Like I think this is well blended, and I'm pretty sure this is already the newer formulation, and they say that the old one was even better. I'm not sure about that, but even the new one, I think it's not bad. You can buy 100 ml for like $30 or something, so it's very affordable. I don't think this is very unique. I don't think this is very complex, or I don't think it has too much personality, but it's an easy reach, it's a cheapy, it's a good, um, I would say it's a good gift for someone in their teens or even 20s, because it's just easygoing. And it smells good. It doesn't smell cheap. It doesn't smell bad. I saw some reviews on Fragrantica who describe this fragrance like trash juice. I don't agree at all. I think it smells very pleasant. If I would smell it on someone, I would think that they take good care of themselves. They are well groomed. They smell clean. They smell um, um, nice, I guess. So I do really like it. I'm actually kind of sad that I didn't get 5 ml, but this was a blind buy, so um, I didn't dare to risk it, I guess. Um, Now, my kind of complaint about this fragrance is that I feel like it has more character in the opening and in the middle, and when time passes and it dries down, it kind of falls flat. Like all the interesting notes kind of evaporate, and you are left with this pretty generic, woody, spicy, light scent. It's not even well projecting that much, so it's um, it's not perfect. I would not purchase it because I do like it, but it's not. Um, I feel like it's not worth it because it doesn't really give me that extra enjoyment. That it's not addictive, and even though the opening is nice and the middle, it just doesn't really. It falls a little bit flat. That's the best way I can. That's the best way I can describe it. It falls a little bit flat, and but I still recommend trying it because it's so affordable. It's an easy reach. It's a good everyday scent. It doesn't smell too juvenile, by the way. I know I said that it's good for teens and 20 up, but I mean 20s, but it doesn't smell cheap. It doesn't smell juvenile. I think it's good. It's a good easy reach fragrance. Uh, Average projection, average longevity, um, but below average price point, which is I think a good selling point for these cheapies. So yeah, I think you should test it. I don't think you should blind buy it because it's nothing so incredible. It's just a good fragrance. It's just pleasant, but it's not so amazing, you know? Like I feel like last time I was pretty harsh on Riflesso by Trussardi. That's also a good fragrance. It's just at this point for me it might be not worth it, but I can totally imagine if you have if you are only starting your collection, or if you don't have that much if you don't have that many fragrance bottles, it would totally worth it for you to purchase it because it gets the job done. It's likable, it's crowd pleasing, easy reach for every day, and I feel like at this point I'm just repeating myself. I'm just trying to get my point across that it's actually good. I would not purchase it only because I don't need more fragrance, at least not in huge amounts. So I'm happy with this one. I wish I would. I mean, if I would get it as a present or something, I would totally accept it and be happy about it because something about the tacky bottle I like. Like, I don't know, I just like the presentation and I like the smell and I like the price point. So yeah, let me know if you try this one. Let me know um, if you agree with me or disagree with me. Let me know if you have any questions with the fragrance or any other fragrance related questions. I'm happy to hear. Uh, and yeah, other than that, have a good day, have a nice week, and I'm gonna talk to you soon. Bye.